welcome to episode 3, and, I'm just gonna, so, I just saw the comments from yesterday. Sorry I didn't see them sooner, but, also, thank you for 100, over 100, like, that's crazy. Shoot. Let me do this real quick. So, a group of people from Tunisia and Italy actually, they go over to the Spanish Iberian Peninsula and start a civilization there, as they think that that would be perfect due to the amount, due to it being very nice over here on the coast. And, well, they were exploring from here, so, well, they met up here, and they saw this coast, so they started going down the prime coast. And as they go down, they just create this new country, and I'm not using that blue. That blue is gonna be bad. We'll just color that into this. Guys, it's not a rebellion, it's just I need to recolor it to a different color. And then they try to stay out of the African regions, that it's not really very pleasant over there. It's not that pleasant. But they go into the nice area over here. I believe I don't know if it's very fertile over here, and of course they have a lot of boat technology, so they can go. There's a pretty normal. They did go to the Sardinia first, so they were able to make it to Tunisia. So I think they'd be able to make it to these islands over here, and that it sounds to be very good. They buy this piece off of Italy, so it doesn't look like they're wrapping around Italy, as you don't want that when you're doing these things. I mean, it's not very that pleasant. I'm just gonna test something. Guys, if I were to do this, do you think that that's water? Comment down below so I can make sure. Because I can darken it. Or make it lighter. Because, I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like the water. Because I don't want it to be that in case we run out of all the colors for countries. I mean, eventually this entire map will be filled. But I feel like I'm doing it slower than usual. I don't feel like I'm doing it fast enough. Tell me what you think in the comments. So more of the Mediterranean is being explored, and well, now they know about the Atlantic Ocean. They didn't know about that before, so that's a pretty big discovery. I mean, they're discovering a lot very fast. And a group from Egypt and Italy. Italy's very explosive. That's not a word. Explosive? Yeah, that's not a word. Why did I say that? What is this? That's white. No. Okay. Oh God. Oh, definitely no. Explosion is not a word. Anyways, sorry that I'm sick, but it's very crazy as a group of the Italians, they're making a lot of new countries because, I feel like if there's more civilizations, then, if there's more civilizations, there's more, like, making sure that not everybody's under one banner. As the people that are doing this, that's what they feel. Oh, also with the sea theme, make sure that this doesn't look too much like the sea. I can change it if you want me to. And I'm starting to think that, well, I mean, you guys have a lot of control over this. Tell me if I should do a power ranking on episode 10. Like, a power ranking, or I just, like, say there's probably gonna be some unexplored lands, mostly over here, probably, or over here, or over here. In unexplored lands, I can just, like, I can put down power rankings if you want me to. I can, or put it in the sea. I can put power rankings if you want me to on episode 10. And, like, every big milestone, like episode 100, then I'll do it. Episode 200. I don't know if I'll get there, but you never know. Crete is not supposed to be yellow. Crete is not supposed to be any color. It's supposed to be gray. And these guys meet up with these guys. But then, a group from all of these nations, besides these guys, which are going to expand as they need to. As they go down all this coast and they consume up more land into Libya. Oh no, that's bad. I'm gonna have to stop doing this in like one big stroke. So I'm gonna undo it when it gets bad. So the Egyptians are moving, and most of the Mediterranean is known about at this point. So, I feel like I'm gonna do something real quick. This is gonna take a little bit. Should I do this? Should I make it white? I don't know if I should make it white or not. Because if I make it white, then I'm not gonna make it white. Actually, comment down below if I should make it white. If I get a comment saying it, if I get 2 comments saying to make it white and 1 comment to keep it gray, then I'll make it white because it's the popular vote. I'm gonna be doing the popular vote, so say that your vote loses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the popular vote as I like voting and not just keeping it low. Cause if I keep it gray, then you'll think only the countries are known about and not anything else. And there's a lot more explored. There's a lot of explorers, but so a group of explorers, they move through France in hopes of well, like for the Italian government, for all these governments, to see if they are on one big landmass and they're just by a massive lake. Or they're like a massive island with a massive lake inside. Because they know about islands. So they move up and then get lost. But they don't get lost. They start a country in the Benelux region. The Netherlands, the Benelux, whatever, the lowlands, whatever you want to call it. And in that region, they make this type of, like, it's kind of like gonna be the first, like, not monarchy, because most of these are monarchies. All of them are monarchies besides this one. It's gonna be more of a non-monarchy country, and Greece is also going to expand, taking in the Aegean Islands and going into Anatolia, which this is actually going to be crazy, as this is the first European nation to find out about Asia. As that's a big discovery for the Europeans, as there could be colonial empires eventually, as the Europeans also know about Africa. So now that they know about Africa, Asia, and Europe, they know about Afro-Eurasia, which changes everything, which means they could get to Korea faster than expected. To all the people that are thinking that there's a chance they don't get to Korea for a very long time, or Korea gets to them. But because of the Green Team's expansion, the Red Team feels threatened. Don't mind that. The Red Team feels threatened and expands around their land because of this area over here, thinking that they want to invade that to get more prime coastal areas. But as the Green Team, they actually want to get good relations with them. This Green Team, not Florida. Speaking of Florida, we're actually going to do something to Florida. They're going to expand. And last episode, episode 1.5, they found out... Okay, guys. I'm not going to call that episode 1.5 anymore. I'm actually just going to call that episode 2. I'm gonna change that. This is episode 3. I don't want to make any confusion because I said that I was going to do something with the Benelux. I replied to a comment. I said that I was going to make the Benelux a country on episode 3, and I didn't want to make any confusion that I was going to, that it wasn't going to be on this episode, because it is going to be on this episode. It was on this episode, and I just want to put that out there, that it will be changed. And they have just discovered Cuba and are taking land. So now not even the Cubans are safe from the Floridian expansion. Now, I don't know how long it's going to be until a part of Florida declares its own independence. As that could be. It could be very soon. I don't know. I don't know how soon it could be. I mean, it could be very soon. That a piece of them breaks off, and a piece of them does break off. As they don't want to be with this very expansionist. They want to stay in one area, you know, as they're expanding really fast. So this area breaks apart as they don't want that. But then that causes them to go in a civil war. So let me just draw that. All right. Here, they go into a civil war. And the team makes some expansions. The one that doesn't want to be a part of this green country, they make expansions while this green team also, I don't think you guys can see that because I can't. So we're just gonna further occupied territory. Gonna need that. So they're able to keep those areas under control and keep most of this area under control. But they're the technology where they're fighting with like swords and shields. They're not at the major technology where they're fighting with guns out in the streets. And they're not fighting with guns in Tampa. They're not doing that. I don't think Tampa would be in this war area. I think they'd be fully in one of these. Isn't Tampa like right here? I don't know where Tampa is. I know it's over here. That's all I know. Sorry, I don't know that much about Tampa. Or Florida at that. So they expand very good, and then comes a treaty. A treaty where they're going to divide their land for two countries. And it's not going to be a big deal. Now, let me get on with that. So this is how the treaty turned out to be. And I say it's good. I also took my time. So this orange one, it wasn't in the Civil War, but it was a very deep part of like the central government that wanted their independence because they felt that this area is very sacred to them and they don't want to lose it in a civil war, so they want to keep their country like that and not expand because it's like a very main part of the like government. It's a very not government. It's not anything to do with government. It's due to where they started on episode 1. And that is how it is. Those are the capitals. These are the capital. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. For the person who commented that, I'm so sorry I forgot about this area. And God, why? They need to expand. Why don't they? They need to expand. Because in the past couple decades, they have expanded pretty far. And we haven't done anything over here so far. They have their capitals. They need to expand. Why haven't they expanded this far? What's going on? And so Japan, they go very far. And they go this far into the Japanese territory. And Korea, on the other hand, oh boy, Korea expands a lot into the Chinese and Russian areas. That looks like a box. That looks like a box. I'm gonna change that. Cause that's a fucking box. We don't like boxes. That one's really bad actually. Let's just do that. I feel like that looks good. Tell me if I should change Korea on that big portion. But yeah. That's really all I got for today. I wasn't really going really hard when I slammed into this episode. But that's gonna be good. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Because I did too. Peace.